They laughed when you started. They doubted when you spoke. They whispered when you stumbled. And they smiled when you fell. But what they did not realize was this: you were never built to break. You were built to rise. You were built to fight through the storm, to turn every no into power and every failure into fuel. Their doubt was never your truth. Their judgment was never your limit. And now, every single day you wake up, you are given the chance to prove one thing: they were wrong. And you will prove it not once, but every single day you breathe. They said you were too weak, too small, too late, too inexperienced. But you were never meant to fit their description. You were meant to rewrite it. You were meant to show them that resilience beats talent and hunger beats approval. You did not start this journey to impress them. You started it because something inside you refused to settle. You started it because even in the dark, you believed there was more. So when they doubted you, they only revealed the limits of their mind, not yours. And now, every moment you keep going, you rise above every lie they ever told. They waited for your collapse. They watched for your failure. But instead, you evolved. You got back up. You worked harder. You grew stronger. You turned rejection into redirection. And that is the power they will never understand. They think success is instant, but you know better. You know success is silent, slow, painful, and earned in the shadows. They mocked you because they saw the beginning. They never saw the sleepless nights, the tears, the grind, the discipline. But that is fine. Let them stay blind. You will show them with action, not noise. The best revenge is not anger. It is not screaming. It is not proving a point in the moment. The best revenge is excellence. Quiet, consistent, undeniable excellence. It is waking up every day with fire. It is staying focused when they expected you to break. It is walking into every room with a calm presence and a loud purpose. You do not need to match their hate. You need to elevate above it. You do not need to explain your vision. You need to execute it. Let your work do the talking. Let your progress scream louder than their insults ever could. They will come back later. They always do. The same people who said you were not good enough will ask how you did it. The same ones who doubted you will act like they supported you all along. But you will not need their praise by then, because your validation never came from them. It came from your growth, your discipline, your inner war. You were tested. You were doubted. You were underestimated. But you never stopped. And that is what makes you unstoppable. That is what makes you dangerous. That is what makes your success inevitable. You must remember why you started, not to prove them wrong once, but to prove them wrong every single day. Every time you show up when it is hard, every time you choose growth over comfort, every time you silence the noise and focus on the goal. That is proof. That is revenge. That is power. Their words were a spark, but you are the fire. You are the storm they did not expect. You are the chapter they never saw coming. And the story you are writing now is one they will never forget. Let every workout, every sacrifice, every lonely night be a reminder. This is your comeback story. This is your redemption arc. This is you showing the world what happens when someone refuses to quit. You may have lost time, lost friends, lost chances, but you never lost heart. And heart is what they never saw. Heart is what separates the dreamers from the doors. Heart is what gets back up when the body is tired and the soul is heavy. You kept going. And that alone proves them wrong. You do not owe them a reaction. You owe yourself results. You owe yourself the life they said you could not build. So block out the noise. Forget the timeline. Focus on the climb. Because success is not always about speed. It is about direction. And as long as you are moving forward, you are winning. They can laugh. They can mock. Let them. While they are busy talking, you are busy building. While they are watching, you are working. Let your legacy be the answer to every insult they ever threw. They thought your pain would break you, but it made you. They thought your failure would define you, but it refined you. They thought your silence meant surrender, but it meant focus. And now you rise, not for revenge, but for purpose. Not to destroy, but to build. Not to prove a point, but to become the point. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be legendary. And legends are not created in comfort. They are created in resistance, in doubt, in fire. You were born to overcome. So every day, wake up with a mission. Not to shout, not to please, but to prove it. Prove it in your effort. Prove it in your results. Prove it in the discipline no one sees. Prove it in the growth they cannot deny. Do not wait for the right moment. You are the right moment. You are the comeback. You are the storm. You are the proof. So go now, build the life they said you could not. And when they ask how you did it, just smile and say, I never stopped. You must understand something. Every person who ever achieved greatness was once underestimated. Every champion was once dismissed. Every pioneer was once laughed at. That is the pattern. That is the path. You are not being doubted because you are weak. You are being doubted because your potential makes people uncomfortable. It reflects what they never dared to become. They cannot see your vision because it was not given to them. That vision was planted in you for a reason, so protect it, nurture it, and prove, with every step, that the fire inside you was never a mistake. When the world turns its back on you, turn deeper into your grind. When they call you a failure, call it a beginning. When they say it is impossible, say, watch me. You were not meant to live according to their fears. You were meant to rise in spite of them. Most people are just mirrors of their own limitations. They speak doubt because they gave up on their own dreams. But you still have yours. You still have time. You still have breath. And that means you still have a shot. Make it count. Make it painful to doubt you. There is a power in being doubted. Let it sharpen you. Let it shape you. Let it light a fire they never intended to start. When people bet against you, they are handing you fuel. Use it, not to burn them, but to build you. Let every insult echo in your mind as motivation. Let every rejection become the sound of your footstep getting closer to your goal. This is not about revenge. This is about becoming the person you promised yourself you would be, no matter what anyone else believed. Prove them wrong with your peace, with your progress, with your perseverance. Let success be the answer to their disbelief. Let your growth be the evidence that they never knew who you truly were. You owe it to the younger version of you, the one who believed before the world tried to break them. You owe it to the future version of you, the one waiting at the finish line. And you owe it to yourself right now, because inside you is more than potential. There is power. There is purpose. There is a warrior they will never see coming until it is too late. You do not have to be loud, just be consistent. You do not have to be perfect, just be relentless. They will not understand your silence now, but one day they will understand your results. They will realize the one they overlooked became the one who outworked everyone. Because when you move in silence and act with purpose, there is no need to convince anyone. You do not prove yourself through words. You prove it through transformation. And when that transformation is complete, their silence will be louder than their insults ever were. Remember, your success is not just about you. It is about everyone watching, everyone who has been told they were not enough, everyone who was laughed at, ignored, and overlooked. When you rise, they rise too. When you break through, you give them permission to do the same. So carry that with pride. Carry that with fire. Every step you take is a message to the world. I will not be defined by your limits. I will rise on my terms. So wake up tomorrow with a purpose stronger than pain, with a reason louder than doubt, with a fire greater than fear, because you are not finished. You are just getting started. They said you would fail. Good. That was your beginning. Now prove them wrong every single day.